What up, though? Hold on 1 second, y'all. What up? What up? What up? What up? I hurt my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder yesterday. I don't like it. Oops. Hurt my shoulder yesterday. You ever hurt your shoulder and you feel like you got to pop and it's not popping? Popping. Hey, Lloyd Wright in here from South Carolina. What up, though? James Dean up in here. What it do? You caught me this time. Yeah, I'm glad you caught it this time. You can check out the show in real time. And oh, we're gonna talk about it. What up, Insta? Insta, if you're up in here, hop over to YouTube if you can. I am Doughboy TV, because I'm gonna be bringing in some assets, some videos, some all of that good stuff. I can't even swear my shoulder hurts right here. Yeah, I don't even know how my shoulder started hurting. I didn't even work out. Popping it. What's up? You still got that verse for me? Who is that? Red Arrow, let's get to it, bro. I need to get back in the studio. Ow. Oh, my shoulder. Lloyd, right, so I need to switch arms when I'm making that chicken, man. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Morning, everybody. Decent. Hold on, I'm just trying to. Australia in here. What up? Yeah, I'm over 40, 42 in this thing. Yeah, Red Arrow, send it to me again. I'm going to try to get up in the studio this weekend. Sacramento's up in here. Okay. Am I prepping for the next roast me? Absolutely. I'm always trying to stay hot. It's tough because the niggas is funny. But we're having a good time in there. It's been a great season thus far. Put some Vicks Vapor Rub on it. Will that work? Yeah, my number's still the same, Red Arrow. Send it to me after this episode. We got some things to talk about. Just going to let everybody kind of hop up in here at their leisure. You feel me? If the Lord puts it on your heart, and you want to bless the Cash App, it's there on the screen if you'd like to. No pressure, though. No pressure. Yeah, everybody go to the YouTube, because if you go to the YouTube, I can share the screen. You can see the stuff that I'm talking about, and it's just a better experience. Plus, I'm trying to conglomerate all the numbers to one spot. Just humbling up in here. What did it do? What did it do? Yes. Ooh, this elbow. I feel like it hurts right here. Ooh, I think that might just be from inactivity. Okay, King Gresh said, any new projects? Yes, we got a pilot that I wrote that's in post. About to go into pre-production for another pilot. Submitting the budget for 2 other shows. It's a lot. It's a lot. 39 people in here. Make sure y'all smashing that like button. You understand that? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. No, I didn't sleep on it wrong because it was hurting like yesterday. It just like all of a sudden out the blue started hurting yesterday. I hadn't done nothing. I was just like, word, you just gonna. I was looking at it too, like, word, you just gonna start hurting. Hey, Tia Williams. Tia Williams, just want you to know I did read your inbox, and I appreciate it. And I meant to respond, but I was so busy yesterday. I will try to respond today, but you had a lot of insight and a lot of good game in there. Appreciate you. I need to start hopping in the Discord more too and hollering at y'all. Have I seen any good rap battles lately? What's the last good rap? Oh, my heart. Shit hurts. I swear every time something starts hurting on your body, we start favoring it. Michael Scott is up in here. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about. We got a nice little docket today. Oh, we're gonna talk about Jada. Jada Narcissist Smith. We're gonna talk about her. I gotta talk about her this time. I gotta get it. Cause it's just like you waited all this time to say something, and this is what you say. This? So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Instagram, hop over to either Facebook or YouTube Live. The show is live. We are lit over there. Tia said no response needed. I was just a little something for it. I appreciate it. It was a lot of insight in there. I definitely appreciate it. Out to Rock Girl 2124 says Jada didn't address Will as her husband in the apology. She just said two capable men. Oh, we're gonna break down her whole little thing. Because at this point, Zyla, what it did to do? At this point, I feel like we are being trolled by Jada at this point. You cannot be that incapable of reading a room, and you have been in the public eye for 25 years. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that Jada doesn't know how this is sounding. But we're going to get to it, and we're going to break it down. I mean, I ain't tripping. Give me something to talk about on my morning show. Shout out to Morning Cup of Dough Morning Show episode, what are we on, 17 now? We getting there. We're going to get to episode 100 before you know it. Huh? Hair is growing every day. I'll be almost down there cutting it. Oh, yes. Lloyd Rice said, R.I.P. Marion Barber. Yes. Rest in peace to Marion Barber. He was a running back for the Cowboys. Young, too, only 38. Prayers to him and his family. So yeah, we're almost to 620. So we're gonna get into this in 1 second. I just like to give people a quick little chance to get in here. You know what I'm saying? Kind of dust the smoke off your eyes or whatever, not have you. So yeah. Out to Rock Girl said 24 said I can't even watch Will Smith movies without thinking about the toxicity. Now that's what people don't understand. This is far more damaging than just some PR thing. Colin O said, "Am I still doing stand-up?" Of sure. Of course. I will be at the Long Beach Laugh Factory this Sunday. I got a show on Father's Day. Got a show the day before Father's Day. So yeah, I'm moving around. Just stay posted to my Instagram. I'll be posting about the shows. Okay, Tia says, I don't know what she said, but Jada, 50 plus, grown, and she don't care. My aunts have gotten older and out of control. They don't hold back. I don't even think it's about that. I just think she's out of touch with reality. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Okay? All right, here we go. So, welcome to the Morning Cup of Dough Morning Show. You could have been in any other spot that you wanted to, but you're here. Mr. Heavy 205, you ain't missed much. We're about to get started right now. I was just letting everybody come in. Instagram, go to my YouTube right now. All 8 of you that's in there. It ain't much of you that's in here. You understand that? Head over to my YouTube right now. I am Doughboy TV. Same way to spell it right here. Just put a TV behind it. Go over there now. Renika, what up? We just getting started. As you heard, head over there right now, guys, because I'm about to cut this off. There's a couple people on the Facebook. I got to figure out how to build my Facebook. It's like, just T22. What it do? Okay, so there's more people coming into the Instagram. I'm gonna just let them chill and kind of vibe until they can't be there no more. Okay, first order of business. Jada Pinkett Smith finally addresses the Oscar slap. Now, the Oscar slap happened at this point, seems like years ago, but it was about 2 months ago. And everybody kind of has spoke on it. So it was a pretty bizarre thing overall. Will Smith, actually, when Will Smith, when it initially happened, he gave some weird speech at the show, didn't apologize to Chris Rock, had the audience clapping for him. It was just odd. It was weird. It was toxic. It was everything, right? Next day, Will Smith comes out with what seems as a prepared statement from his PR team, like, nigga, what are you doing? And then Will just kind of disappeared. He hasn't said much. When they had hit, he had resigned from the Oscar board. When the Oscar came back and was like, we got a 10-year ban for you, he didn't. So he, for the most part, seemed to have been taking his medicine with this thing, and he hasn't been saying much. Okay, cool. So there's that. The person that never really said nothing, well, Chris Rock never really spoke on it. He spoke on it very, very briefly. He's made like 1 or 2 jokes, whatever. But everybody wanted to hear what Jada had to say, because she did have a lot to, she was inadvertently the catalyst that made this happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was a joke that was made about her. At first, it was laughed at by Will and Jada. Then after, once he seen her ire or her discontent with said joke, then Will proceeded to, slap some Sonic rings out of Chris Rock live on TV. So yeah, so we kind of been, I guess, wondering what she would say. You know what I'm saying? And so now, 2 months later, she got something to say. So let's hear and see what good old Jada has to say. So hold on, let me pull this up. Okay, just give me 1 second here. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was just sitting here like, Jay. Okay. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. Screen is buffering. I hate that you can't get ad-free TMZ. You gonna watch their ads. Oh shit, the final starts today. We gotta talk about that later too. All right. Okay, so here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's share the screen. So this is why you guys should be over at YouTube, because you can see this, what I'm about to pull up. See, I got, got the capability to share my screen. You understand that? All right. Okay. And here goes good old Jada.
This is a really important red table talk on alopecia. Considering what I've been through with my own health and what happened at the Oscars, thousands have reached out to me with their stories. I'm using this moment to give our alopecia family an opportunity to talk about what it's like to have this condition and to inform people about what alopecia actually is. Now, about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these 2 intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, And that's keep figuring out this thing called life together. Thank you for listening.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's unpack that. First of all, I would like to start it off with saying first, and that's first. That's facts, and that's first. I want to start by saying I have nothing against anybody with alopecia. Okay, I don't want to offend anybody with alopecia. It is a disease. You know, I can't speak to it because I don't have it. So you know what I mean. But at the same time, I know people are sensitive about things, and I get it. So this is by no means. Let's just start there. Okay, that's finite. Let's just start there. Hold on. I like making points when I have a pen in my hand. Makes me feel like a sports commentator. Okay. All right. So let's start there. All right. Now, Jay Morris up in here. What it up? Okay. So let's start there. About everything that I don't like about what Jada, the narcissist Smith, said. And I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Who am I? I don't know. But first of all, let's make sure I'm using my words correctly. I want to make sure that I'm saying this right. Narcissist, a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Okay. A lot of times, narcissists, they think that the world behind revolves around them. Okay, cool. So, all right. So let's just start there. For one, I really did not care for how now Just Humbling said, "No, you have alopecia. You balding a little bit." Okay, so I'm part of the alopecia community. Y'all know my little soft spot up here. Apparently, that may be alopecia from Just Humbling. Okay, cool. All right. So it angered me to where if you're going to talk about this, because now you open up the forum to talk about this slap for the first time that your husband did. Somebody also I forgot who had pointed this out. The fact that you didn't even refer to him as your husband, it's just weird. All right, cool. So back to that. Now, anybody that knows me just know, like, I'm just big on accountability. Like, live a life to where you can just be okay with messing up, with fucking up. You got to be able to live a life where you can just say, fuck that. I made that mistake. Put that one on me. Put that on my tab. Put that burrito on my tab. You see what I'm saying? I don't see any of this from Jada. The self-awareness just doesn't seem, it's the lack of self-awareness for me with Jada. Who am I to judge? And let's just start there. I'm not judging anybody. I just give my personal opinion on the commentary of things that I see. Okay? So cool. So for one, the just making it an alopecia thing, I think is unfair, because I think that is, now you're taking it out of the context of what this is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that a bunch of people didn't hit her up and say, "Hey, I got alopecia," da 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 da. But that ain't what the fuck we talking about right now. We talking about the fact that your husband smacked a guy on a stage. Okay? You don't speak about it till now. I think when you finally do say something about it, what you say should make, like, it should do something. It should maybe explain this a little bit to us a little bit more. It should maybe somehow give us a bird's eye view into what the fuck happened. So you put it on alopecia, then it becomes this empathetic moment for people with alopecia. Now there's a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, let me bring this back on. Hold on, because this is just. Hold on a second.
You know, instead of having this giant meat smoker, we should probably just order lunch from Easy Cater.
Hold on.
Showed up on time.
I want to bring up the clip again. And okay, so somebody said, Jadise said, Brandy had her whole career. They cut on her and everything, and she never slapped or had anyone slap. Stop it, Jada, girl, bye. I mean, look at, and this is another way to kind of show how men and women are treated differently. Kevin Durant, LeBron James get ridiculed heavily because of their hair, their balding, all the time. It's nowhere near as serious and sensitive as a topic. So even if we're talking about men and women kind of being equal, well then, you see what I'm saying? What are we doing? So that's that. But to make it, and I want to bring this back up because I want you to see what I saw when she made this point about it being an alopecia thing, which is what kind of irritated me about this. Hold on one second. So I want to bring this up so we can kind of frame by frame this. Because it's important. Context is important. Okay. Tony's up in here. What it up? To hear his tongue. What up? It's all good. Renika said, I think it caused more confusion. Chase Deb up in this thing. What up? Jay Morris said, Jada is a toxic individual and her mother was just as toxic to her. Wow, didn't know that. Okay. Mr. Heavy 205 said, I wonder if I rob a bank and blame it on the inflation, would I get away with it? Accountability. Accountability is a thing that we must have. So I want to go back to the tape because we kept the file. Hold on.
This is a really
Okay, hold on. We kept the file, Jada. All right, so look at this is what I want to bring back. Okay, so let's break this down frame by frame. One quick time. Okay. Okay. So right into it, within 5-10 seconds, she's already diverted to something else. Here we go.
This is a really important red table talk on alopecia. Considering
So, 3 seconds in, oh, this is about alopecia. This ain't about me. This ain't about Will. This ain't about me. This is about alopecia. And then watch what happens, the visual.
what I've been through with my own health and what happened at the Oscars, thousands have reached out to me with their stories. I'm using this moment to give our...
Do you see now what I'm saying? The picture, and like I said, this is no shade to anybody with alopecia, but look at look, this isn't, see, if you guys were watching this on YouTube, you can see what I'm talking about. Go over to my YouTube. So then you see people of all different walks of life, old people, young people, black people, white people. Okay.
Alopecia family an opportunity to talk about what it's like to have this condition and to inform people about what alopecia actually is. Now,
okay. Look, man, okay. We want to inform people about what alopecia is. Okay, hold on. Alopecia means hair loss, and that includes everything from common male pattern baldness to chemotherapy-induced hairlessness to patchy bald spots appearing out the blue to complete loss of all scalp, facial, and body hair. Okay. I was able to, and that's just so you know, for anybody that wanted to know, that was just off of a quick Google search. So I guess my reply to Jada would be, nobody's really in the dark about alopecia. And it's not that we're being overly, that we're not being sensitive to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or we're saying, oh, people that have it. It's just, we know what it is. And we're not on this I'm not on this huge quest. You know what I'm saying? And then, let's go back to because we kept the file. We kept the file, Jada. Oh, Jada. All right, here we go. Let's break this back down. Here we go.
about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile.
Did you see that? So now can these two men do that? It's none of it is, yo, I can't believe I laughed when that happened. I wish that I would have grabbed my husband and that could have been. It's, I pray these two men. Okay. Nothing is about Jada in this at all. Okay, let's let her finish.
State of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years. And that's keep figuring out this thing called life together. Thank you for listening.
See, and then I even hate that. And I'm sorry. I do. And me and Will, we're just gonna, try to figure out that. What? That's terrible. Okay, so let's just break it all down. First, it says you don't want to have any accountability in this. Maybe. Because this wasn't about alopecia. That man didn't get assaulted live on TV in front of billions of people for the cause of alopecia. So let's just stop there. So let's just not make that seem like one thing has to do with the other. Okay? Like, he didn't say anything about alopecia. He made a G.I. Jane, and I'm talking about Chris Rock. He made a G.I. Jane joke. We don't know how he was referencing that. He could have referenced that in a bunch of different ways. He didn't say anything about your hair. He didn't say you look ridiculous because of your hair. He didn't say people that have, he said it's a G.I. Jane joke. There's a lot of different ways that you can look at that cerebrally as a comedian. G.I. Jane was an older woman who dealt with a younger man. That could have been the joke. It could have been a bunch of different ways. So it had nothing to do with alopecia, or at least that's not for us to be believing that this has anything to do with alopecia. So the whole tug on our heartstrings, let's, and thousands of people, okay, well, don't tie the two together. If you just want to talk about alopecia, then do an episode. But don't make it seem as if it had anything to do with what happened that night. You know what I'm saying? Victoria Rochelle, what up, says she could have capitalized off that joke. I would have. Exactly. There's a bunch of different ways. Okay, so then we get past the fact that it feels to me, and I'm not saying that this is true, but it just feels like I don't want to say she was pimping out alopecia, but it just didn't feel, you know what I mean? So then it was like, as far as the Oscar slap, my prayer is that these two grown men, then it's like, once again, you're removing yourself from it. That's what I don't like. You see what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want, Mrs. Jada. From the outside looking in, it just looked funny in the light. This is your husband. This is a man that took an oath to protect you, to be there for sickness and in health. Why won't you just at least say, damn, we really blew it that night? I wish that, why can't you just say, I failed my husband. When he seen the hurt in my face, I should have done something to stop him from doing something that was going to ruin his career. Because that's never going to be the same. So what is, you know what I mean? So there's no accountability to me there. Then it's, these niggas need to figure it out. No, nigga, you had something indirectly to do with this. You do know that, right? You didn't just go up there and hit this guy for nothing. And that's the thing that I think I get irked at. It's just like, and it's that kind of behavior, that coddled behavior that I feel like sometimes celebrities get, that had it to, Carmen has a long one, and we're going to talk about it. Give it 2 seconds. No, I'm going to go to Carmen now, but that's long. Let's see. Because she said, y'all get on my nerves. Carmen Simpson says, y'all get on my nerves. This woman is not the source of anyone else's problems. Will has issues to work out himself. Chris Rock needs to iron out his need to dance for America. If she didn't address it on her show, y'all would be mad. She addressed it and y'all still mad. Y'all get on my nerves. She put the clapping hands. No. I'd have to solidly disagree. Now, am I saying that she's the source of anyone's problem? I didn't say that. I said that she has something to do with this confrontation between these two grown men, and she did. I'm not saying she's the source of anybody's problem, but at the same time, you know what I mean? If you're a married woman, sometimes running all the intimate details of your husband's life, in front of millions and millions of people can fuck with your husband's head. So while Will may have some things to iron out, I don't know that, you know, nobody wants their wife out there always talking about her ex who just happens to be one of the most famous rappers ever. I don't know if I want my wife going off telling the world that I wasn't sexually satisfied. I don't give a fuck how many conversations we trying to have at the red table. Maybe you should just protect me. Protect me. I'm not saying that you need to just, I'm not a married man. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, I look at, I'm the nigga that fucks up. I was married for 84 days, so I'm not part of the cool crowd of the fucking married alumni. I don't know. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a wife. I'm not a husband. But there has to be some culpability in the fact of you're making your husband look fucking crazy out here. And then the one time he fucking just gets fucking fed up with it and sticks up for you, you distance yourself so much away from it. Like, I almost would respect it a little bit if she would at least even lean into what he did and just, hey, you know, my husband don't play about me. Something. It's, you give the guy nothing. You give the guy nothing. And nobody's like, I'm just saying, like, yes, we wanted her to address it. We just wanted her to show some level of accountability, and she doesn't seem to have the ability to do that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, no matter how much money that guy gets, no matter how many accolades he gets, all you're gonna want is for the love of your wife. And it just seems like, okay, Victoria Michelle just said there was no support. It just seems like there was no support. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to bash Jada. I'm just here to have a conversation. I got a brown table. I ain't got a red table. Let's have a brown table talk. A brown desk talk, if you will. In the state of affairs of a marriage relationship, that just don't, come on, man. And then it's just like, then she said, with all that's going on, we need them both. Okay. Now, this is an even bigger thing. Like, listen, you're right. There is a ton of stuff going on. Yes, there is. And the world does need as much humor and entertainment as, you know, as we can get. I get that. I just don't like the fact to where it's just like she completely wiped her hands of anything of it. And was just like, my hope is that these two men can figure this out because they're great men and the world needs them. None of it had anything to do with Jada. That's the problem. And that's just why I feel like it's just, that's going to be the disconnector to just fix this. And what I mean by fixing is, I mean, we're, you know, they are, at the end of the day, hold on one second. Water is good. You understand me? Water is damn good. My biggest thing is when you're in the public eye like that, okay, when you're in the public eye, I think when you fall out of grace of the public eye, and I'm not saying you got to tap dance and all that other fuck shit, but when you are in the public eye, I believe, and my belief could be wrong, I'll eat that burrito if that is what it is. I want to see you be accountable as a fan, because still to this day, I am a fan of both of them. More so Will. And that's no shade to Jada. But, you know, Jada doesn't do a ton of movies anymore. She's not really on TV. I'm not the biggest watcher of Red Table Talk, but I don't know if that's even, you know, towards me. But I'm still fans, you know, and they're still, the things that they have both accomplished together and independently, I admire. This doesn't make you lose me as a fan, because I'm objective enough to be like, all right, this is just you. But I know the average fan just wants you to just have a human moment. Hey, fucked up. Side note, we got 100 in the YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Get the likes up. I can't see where the likes is at, but shout out to us being in the triple digits. So that's my only thing. My only thing is just be human for a minute. Just eat that shit. Hey man, this is what I would have loved for Jada to say. And I know my opinion don't matter, just little old boy. I would have loved for her to come out and be like, just first of all, don't even say nothing about the alopecia shit. Just leave that alone. Because what it seems like is like you're reaching for, you know what I mean? Thousands of people reached out because Chris Rock got hit. Okay. But I could have done without the alopecia. Not saying that alopecia is not a serious thing. Just didn't need it mixed in the as the bread of the sandwich of the Oscar slap. It was like, oh man, alopecia, the Oscar slap. Oh man, we all need to do better in life. Put it all together, eat that up. Nom 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 nom. Didn't need the alopecia stuff. I could have done without that. And I just would have rather her come. When she started talking about the Oscar slap, I just would have rather her just said something to the effect. And it didn't have to be verbatim, but just as far as the Oscar slap, if I could, I would just take that whole night back. Watching myself laugh at that man get hit by my husband, it was not one of my prouder moments. And I wish I maybe could have done a little bit more to prevent my husband from doing that, because this is a mess we're going to have to clean up. But, you know what I'm saying, through time and through patience and prayer, we can get through this. Once again, apologies to Chris. I hate that this had to happen for it, and I just wish that if it could have just been something to that effect, perfect. Now let's move the fuck on. But all this shit makes me feel like it's just like you just refuse to have any culpability in this. Just acknowledge shit went left. You were kind of involved. It's almost like when people do crimes, right? They don't want to take the shit to trial. The prosecutor don't want to go to trial. They don't want to get jurors. The judge don't want to be there. Nobody wants to do that. They already know you fucked up. They just want you to admit it. They will literally give you years back on your life if you just admit it. They call it a plea bargain. If you just say, yeah, I fucked up, I'm sorry. If you can take accountability for what you did, it could give you years back on your life if you made a mistake in your life in the criminal justice system. Literally. Time on your life. All you need to do is just admit it. Don't take this to trial. I feel like Jada is taking this to trial. And you're going to get washed in the trial because we got the tape. I don't want to watch Red Table Talk for you to just shovel this shit no more. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, fuck, man. Like, enough is enough. All your businesses out there, we're only speaking on stuff that y'all are putting out there. I couldn't imagine what Will has had to go. And I'm not trying to make it seem like he's just a perfect dude and, but it's just, it just feels like a difficult job being, I just, you know what I mean? And then the public embarrassment of people knowing that you slept with your son's friend, and none of these things ever come up. When that comes up, it was an entanglement. I wasn't in a space where no, you fucking dealt with another guy. Take some fucking accountability. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It just makes it seem like the cameras are always on. Somebody said earlier in the chat, like they're coming off as like the Kardashians. Yeah. Because now it just seems like none of this is real. Like you just so more than human that you can't just, hold on, I got my fan on, it's making me cold. Hold on one second, y'all. And now I'm gonna get to these comments. Hold on. That's all I was just asking for. All I wanted from Jada, just a little bit of accountability. Just a little bit. Man, my bad. I fucked up. Don't take it to trial, man. Don't take this to trial. And I'm talking metaphorically. Shit, actually, it could be criminal. Because shit, he could have actually went to jail for slapping that guy. You know what I'm saying? But don't take this to trial. Just plead out, man. Yeah, I feel like Will has pleaded out. Like, he said sorry. He was like, my bad. They hit him with, he resigned from the Oscar, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of got in front of it. He's not making a bunch of excuses. He ain't like, oh man, this and that. He took his medicine. I can respect that. All right, now let's see what we got here. So Renika says, okay, so question for everybody. What does protecting your spouse emotionally mean or look like to you? Okay, what does protecting your spouse? Now, there's two types of protection. Now, if it's physical, and you feel like if I'm a man and I'm with my lady, and there's a physical threat, I'm here to, I don't want to say lay down my life to protect this woman, but I'll go where it needs to go to protect the woman so she don't, you know what I mean? So that's that, you know what I'm saying? Just as a man, like, you want to protect a woman and make a woman, you know what I'm saying, feel protected. As far as like the emotional side of things, I think it's just having an emotional compass to know what would bother your spouse, what would upset them. And then if you're seeing that from other people, maybe just communicating a little bit better. I'm not mad at Will for feeling like the need to protect his wife or his wife's honor. I'm not mad at him because, you know what I mean? Like, there was a situation where Chris Rock had said something about his wife before, and, we weren't there when Will was probably consoling her, when she probably is super sensitive about the alopecia shit. So he was just like, fuck this, I'm not having it. I'm not even mad at the fact that you got mad and felt the need that you need to do it. I'm mad at the fact that you are a global superstar and you know what's on the line and your communication is not up enough to where you was just like, there's a million and one thing. I would have been okay with him yelling from his seat. I would have been okay with him going and talking to the nigga backstage, going and talking to him after the show. But I feel like he just wanted to humiliate Chris Rock as much as he could. And he knew that was the way to do it. And he knew he wasn't going to face no real consequences in the building. They tried to get that nigga up out of there. He was like, no. You know how much power you got to have to go to an award ceremony, slap a nigga in the middle of it while it's televised, and they be like, sir, we need you to leave. And you like, nah. I think that was probably the reason where he probably might have realized, oh shit, this shit is getting crazy. DJ Favorite said, like I said, though, it's politics. Her lawyers had to make sure she said what's politically correct. It's the business. I don't think that that's politically correct. I think that she still sounds like she's deflecting. Like, and legally, I don't know how that helps them. Tia Williams says, that side eye was absolutely the source of this whole incident. I know my partner well enough that I wouldn't have put him in that position. That's all my thing is. Like, or she could have just, and there was just so many different things. Like, she laughed when it happened. You wanted that. I don't want to say you wanted it to happen, but you laughed. And then y'all both laughed later when y'all didn't give a fuck. If the world would have kept going on and not really pulled y'all feet to the fire, I don't feel like y'all would have been tripping off none of this shit. Nigga, your husband went on stage and told a speech like the shit was lit. Oh man, I mean, it's like King Richard. No, it's not like King Richard. Don't compare yourself to that man in that situation. 79B says she does not display the decorum of a wife who loves and respects her husband. Had this situation been reversed and Will was doing everything Jada has done, OMG, the way people would be talking about Will. Just if you say that if Will would have had a romantic relationship with one of his kids' friends, he would have probably been canceled for that. There's double standards everywhere. Just Humbling says, I don't think anyone is seeking a chick like Jada. The fact that Will is still with her shows his insecurities, especially since their children are grown. This is what I will say. I will say this. I respect both of them for staying in it. For staying in that marriage. I respect them. Because I don't think people take vows seriously anymore. I don't feel like they take marriage serious anymore. And this is a test for both of them. Because I don't feel like Jada really wanted to get married in the first place. So shout to her for staying in some shit for this long. And I feel like Will always wanted the perfect dream wife, thought he had her, realized she ain't really want him like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't want marriage like that. So I do respect them for staying in it. However, as two of the people that I grew up, you know, having a great affinity for, like I said, more so Will. I just wish that they could show us a little bit more of their human element. And if you make up, just, hey, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I was wrong. Wish I could have done some things differently. And then we move on. But until you do that, you just look crazy. At least to me. And I know that doesn't matter because, you know, I'm just me. But Simply Sweet said, peace be with you all. Have a wonderful day. Hey, 79B said, they are the true definition of a situationship. Not mad at that. Mr. Heavy 205 said, they have done so much dirt together. They have to stay till death. Them real secrets can never get out. I keep hearing that too. Lloyd says, well, Jada ain't doing shit to be canceled. Anyway, she's nothing to cancel. Yeah. They both weird. Is Jada still actively acting? I haven't seen her acting anything in a minute. I said this, mind you, I said this. I've been on record for saying this far before the this whole thing. And I'm going to challenge anybody right now. I said Will Smith hadn't made a good movie in 15 years. A great movie, like a good, like Will Smith-esque type movie. And every time I say that, I come off like the big hater. But I challenge and defy y'all to tell me when the last crazy Will Smith movie was. And that's not even me hating. That's just me talking like as a fan. All right, somebody said, Lady T said, but it's not like they have 2-bedroom apartment. They have wings and acres. It's easy to be in the marriage and not see the person on the regular. You surely don't have to sleep next to each other. True. But just the fact that they still in it. I heard if they do have a divorce, it's going to be one of the messiest ever that Hollywood has ever seen. DJ Avalanche said, this is the unfortunate side of becoming rich in Hollywood and having a disconnect with real life and reality as a whole. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. All right, we're about to move on for this. It's almost 7 o'clock. Girl Trip was her last movie, I think. Jada only starring role was Woo. Yeah, Jada ain't really, I don't want to say she's not known for acting, but I don't know what her goals were when she got in the game. Okay, so somebody said King Richard. Haven't seen King Richard yet, and he won the Oscar for that. So let's just say King Richard withstanding, because everybody said that was good, so I'll give him that. So, but before that, tell me your a good movie that you've seen from Will Smith last 15 years. Zell said, you sent me a lead to something to say that may prove it was staged. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. What was the last good movie? Because I can pull up his movies. Hold on. I can pull it up. And then we'll move on from this. I've said it's been like 15 years. So hold on, give me 2 seconds. And this is not for me to hate. I am only a fan. I wish I could make enough movies for people to critique my work. All right, so let's look for it like as an actor. Okay. Y'all tell me, and here I'm gonna bring this up. Hold on 1 second. All right, 1 second. We're gonna pull this up together. Okay. Actor, 72 credits. All right. Somebody said, okay, Gemini Man. Okay. All right, so let's go. Here we go. Let's take a look. I said 15 years. Now I said good movie. It has to be good. Okay. Now, let's not go into these movies that haven't been made yet. None of us have seen them. So these four, we don't know. Okay. King Richard, I haven't seen that, but from what I heard, it was good. So we'll give him that. Okay. Now, Bad Boys for Life. It's not good. I can say that because I saw it. So, are y'all checking Bad Boy for Life? Okay. It's safe to say, if anything, it was mid. It was easily the worst of the franchise. Okay. So, there's that. All right. What else we got? Okay. Spies in Disguise. That was a voiceover movie. I'm not really counting that if you do a voice movie. Like it's just using your voice. So let's leave those out. Gemini Man. I watched that for about 25 minutes, couldn't get through it. Is anybody gonna make an argument that Gemini Man was good? Somebody said Bad Boys was great. The Banker Josh, we could square up. You understand that? So, all right, so now we're moving straight along, right? All right. Gemini Man was not good. I tried to watch it. Okay. Aladdin was decent, but wasn't good. I seen Aladdin. Decent. Wasn't great. He might have been the best part of that movie, but that does not say a lot. Okay, so cool. Bright was not a good movie. I'm sorry. I didn't even make it, you know what I'm saying? Make it back. So cool. All right. Bright, once again, didn't make it through Bright. Now, if y'all are fighting for these movies, y'all let me know. Are y'all fighting for Aladdin? Are y'all fighting for? You enjoyed Aladdin? Was it good? Beckham Josh said, I said I loved Aladdin on R&R. No, I said it was the best part of Aladdin. I enjoyed him in the movie, but he was the best thing about it. The movie wasn't good. Even if I said it back then, I don't know. Things change. Shit, I watched it again. Collateral Beauty was cool. Okay. Bright was a game changer. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you all that. Okay, cool. Suicide Squad, he was the best part of it, but it was a bad movie. Concussion, as soon as I heard him say that, what's the word? That accent, I was out of there. Focus was probably, arguably, one of the best ones in the last 15 years. But that was just okay. Winter's Tale, okay. After Earth, my God. Men in Black, no. 7 Pounds, Hancock, extremely racist. Why was Hancock a racist movie? Because it was the first movie at the time, really for real, where they gave a black man a superhero role, and he was an alcoholic, he was homeless, he was a bum, and his kryptonite was white women. So then now we got I Am Legend, Pursuit of Happiness. I'll give him I Am Legend. I'll give him Pursuit of Happiness. That was 07 and 06. So we're in 2022. Focus. Damon said, what about Focus? Please don't tell me you slept on that movie. It's truly captivating and watching for the first time. He was acting while acting. Okay. Listen, I may have to go back and watch Focus. I may be being hard on Will, but you got to understand, I'm talking about box office champion Will. $100 million every summer for 10 straight summers, Will. I haven't seen that kind of movie from Will in a minute. I'm not saying he can't make good passion projects that are decent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Suicide Squad was not a good movie. He was good. Hitch was cool. That came out in 05. Hitch came out in 05. Damon said, damn, are you even a Will fan? This man crazy to say 15 years. No, I'm a huge Will fan, but I'm also objective. I can take away. I'm a huge fan. Like Will Smith is one of my favorite rappers. He made me want to rap. I love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The first 10 years of his acting career was probably never going to be repeated again. But if I'm being honest, last few years on the movies wasn't great. Baker Josh said, bro, you put out great content with little views. Shouldn't judge his movies off sales and box office. I'm not. I haven't said nothing about what these movies are making. I'm saying that those movies back in the day, I enjoyed his earlier films more than I enjoyed them later, regardless of what they made in the box office. But that's just me. That's just me. But hey, we spent our whole first hour on Will and Jada. They got us through it, huh? Let's get to the next part of our docket. Johnny Depp wins his defamation suit against his ex-wife. Now, I wasn't 100% vested in this because I just didn't understand, but let's just read this. They said, by the way, Tuesday Fox Network will air a TMZ documentary on the trial. Wow. Johnny versus Amber from Love to Hate, which chronicles how they met, how the relationship deteriorated, the trial, and their future. And how they already have a documentary. This shit just happened. Depp's legal team left the courthouse. It's clear to see. So, okay. Hold on one second. So the jury had just found unanimously in favor of Johnny Depp on his lawsuit that Amber Heard calling him sexual abuser was defamation. The jury further found Heard's accusations in the Washington Post were malicious. The jury awarded Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive. Now here's the thing: Amber won her defamation countersuit and was awarded $2 million. The defamation was based on Johnny's lawyer accusing Amber and her friends of concocting a story for the cops under the direction. Okay. So basically, she owed him $13 million. Okay. Are the City Boys up? They said, the Baker John said, your fans are going to jump me. My fans are going to jump me now. I ain't tripping. Y'all know I got to say my shit. I Am Legend was lit. I just came back to the comments. I Am Legend was lit. That was 15 years ago. Like I said. Y'all keep saying I Am Legend like it didn't come out in 07. Hitch, I'm telling you, great. First Bad Boys, fucking amazing. Independence Day, great. Like, I'm not saying the nigga can't act. I'm not saying he's bad, but if we're being objective, movies have, you know what I mean? So how do y'all feel about this? Like, this is the thing that I don't understand about marriage as a whole, right? With this Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing. How do people go from such deep sides of the spectrum in how they feel about a human being? And what I mean is, when you marry somebody, you are making the ultimate commitment to this person. You cannot make a bigger commitment to another human being that's not related to you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you as men, we go and we get a ring and we go and we tell all of our friends, and we do this whole shit, right? To make it happen, to get married. And then this divorce and this shit, it's like they were saying such terrible things. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just terrible things about each other just to get out of a relationship and then try to get money from the other person. I just don't understand why it's like that. Hold on, I'm going to say this to Damon K. You just said, I'm really stuck on how hard this man just shitted on the last 15 years. That's not me shitting on anybody. That's me having an opinion on some art. And me personally, I thought his movies were better starting 15 years ago. Stop making it a bigger deal of what it is. You act like I said he ain't shit, he can't act, he's this and he's that. I did not say that. This is what I hate. Why can't fans just be fans anymore? I'm still a fan. Yes, I have a platform. Yes, I understand that people call themselves my fans. And I understand that people will critique my work too. It's a part of the game. Stop making it seem just because people have an opinion on something that they're hating on somebody or shitting on somebody. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying that I don't feel like he's made a great movie in some time. He's done more. His bad movies are probably making more money than a lot of people's good movies. That's not what we're saying. We're not see, this is what I'm talking about. People just be so so enamored with celebrities that if you say one thing about it, oh, I can't believe that you said something about that man. It's an opinion. Somebody said you may as well say it's because 15 years is just over the top. That's like somebody saying you wasn't funny since you left Wild 'N Out. You know it's not true. But that's the part of just being. And again, I wouldn't be mad if somebody said that. People have said much worse, and I'm nowhere near on the level of a fucking Will Smith. So let's not get it misconstrued. I'm just having an opinion. Relax. Jesus. Okay, let it be my outrageous opinion. I'm an outrageous nigga, Damon Cade. Now back to the subject at hand. How do two people go from loving it? Nah, I'm not mad at you either, Damon. I'm just talking shit, man. It is what it is. But back to the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. How does it get there? How does it get from I love you more than anything to I hate you more than anything? It boggles my mind at times that happens. Like, how does that even? I can't see myself loving someone and being like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life through sickness and in health and blah 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 da 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 da. And then somehow I'm saying every bad thing I can about you in the public eye. I'm trying to get you for your money. The human emotions baffle me. And I've spoken to this before because it's just like, in relationships, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, but just in relationships that you can just have with people. It's always astonished me how you can go, like, let's just say I meet a person and we just become, whether it's best of friends or in a relationship, all of that shit. And then you will spend so much time with this person. You'll wake up and talk. Let's just say just a relationship. Okay, so let's just say, last relationship I'm in, like me and my ex, right? So when we're in a relationship, we live together. We wake up every morning together. We go to sleep together. If when I leave, I will call her from the car, all the shit. But then when you break up or when shit goes left, now you don't talk to this person at all anymore. You go back over your Instagram and you scrub it like a damn CSI agent. You see what I'm saying? And then you act as if it never happened. So but this is a bit worse and further on the spectrum, because there's actually saying bad things about a person that you love, a person that you put on a wedding dress or they put a ring on your finger. I just don't understand that. How we go from such love to hate or indifference. Kind of makes you scared to get into relationships. It's just weird to me. Just Humbling said, I'm a mortgage lender and have to read a lot of divorce decrees. 90% of them are extremely negative. You have to remember there are lawyers and money involved. The man almost always loses. Yeah. E. Short Sack says, that's facts, though. What you said a few days ago was facts. If my wife and I don't work, we'll still look out and not talk about each other afterwards. Facts. Colin O said, I've been waiting to hear another Amber Turd joke. Like, yeah, that shit got wild. They were like shitting in the bed and all type of shit. E. Short Stack says, but then again, I've never been divorced. I've been divorced. And y'all will understand too, like, even with me and my ex-wife, I've never publicly said nothing bad about her. I've never really revealed her identity like that. Like, if you really go back far in my content, you'll know who she is. I'm talking about my ex-wife that I was married to for 84 days. But I would never shit on her. I would never talk bad about her. I would never want to get nothing, in any relationship I get out of, I try to be level-headed about it, even if it didn't end in the right way. It's just always just wildly fascinating to me how people just be like, all right, well, have a good life. David said, look at how Painted Doe is looking at himself behind him. So I put it there. Nigga, like, man, what the fuck was you talking about? Kimber Wilden said, Disney disowned him. He was supposed to do more Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I ain't seen Johnny Depp in a movie in a minute. This shit must have really fucked this shit up. Kimbrey said Amber had bad intentions from the beginning. Lou Optic said, would love to see Amber Heard advertise Breyer's chocolate ice cream. Was that shit? Did she really shit in the nigga bed? E. Ruiz says, it's the same with events all around the world. Hold on one second. People live in their bubbles and can easily forget what doesn't keep them up at night. Ooh, Renika said, Rough Dog 21, please don't speak for everyone. Thanks. What he said, Renika. Let me go back and see. What did Rough Dog say? Hold on. Doughboy is dope, but my critique of Doughboy is that Fro is annoying everyone. Somebody said I look like an ice cream scoop. I was like, God damn. They say he lost $40 million? Sheesh. He lost $40 million? Kimbrey said what happened was Amber was using him from the beginning. She broke him down and took away many opportunities from him by lying and saying he abused her. Man, let's talk about that. So I didn't know that. So thank you for queuing me up on that. I feel like just like how if a man abuses a woman in any way, he should be criminally prosecuted. I believe if a woman fabricates stories and says that a man has abused her in any way and is found to not be true, I feel like she should be criminally charged and get the same amount of time that the system would have gave him. Hey, the fake Chris Brown bought a badge. Bam, 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 bam. Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. And fake Chris Brown said, what place can an ex have in your life, though? Not much. But I don't feel like, but it doesn't strike you as weird that you will go from talking to somebody every day to never talking to them again? That's got to be weird. Double T said, but she thought the public was going to be on her side, but she said abuse. But watching the trials, she said he was beating her the day before they got married. I feel like if you try to put that jacket on somebody, because that's the thing, you could literally ruin someone's life by lying on them like that. So if you say that the man did something and it's proven that he didn't, I don't feel like it's cool that it's just like, oh, everybody gets to go home. No, you was trying to bury me. You was trying to end me. You should have some consequence to face too. You know? That's all I'm saying. Because in a lot of systems, in a lot of ways, like, and trust me, like I'm never into women getting abused in any type of way, ever. You know, hell no. Any nigga that's doing that shit, hey, lock them up under the jail, throw away the key. But at the same time, I'm a man as well, and that is utterly frightening that a woman could just make up some shit about you, whether it's true or not, and you could be literally fighting for your freedom, fighting for your reputation. That's sad. That's sad. I'm glad at least with them. Hopefully they both can get on. Like, I didn't know that Amber Heard was like this huge actress. I didn't know she was like a huge actress like that. I was just like, she got to pay $15 million. How's she gonna do that? And everybody was like, well, you didn't know she got money. She's an actress. She was in this and that. I feel like this should hurt both of their careers. Well, it should hurt her career more than his. Lita says, Doughboy, do you think Amber will pay up $15 million? Probably not. She probably gonna find a way to get out of it. I feel like people be getting sued and then they don't ever want to be paying the money. I feel like they just be getting sued and they just be like, whatever. Game, one of my favorite rappers, like, he said it in many interviews, like, he got sued by everybody and he just don't pay them. There has to be some type of something to say you can't do that, though. I don't know that you can just ignore court orders. Jay Moore says she was mentally and emotionally abusive to him, just like Jada. Be careful who you lay with. Good take, Jay. Yeah. Ugh. Got to be careful. I think the person that you choose to be in a relationship with, or you choose to have kids with, or choose to marry, probably gonna be the most important decision, because that person's gonna have the biggest impact on your life. So choose that wisely. Okay, Renika says, I don't care how she pays, but she better pay. If it was the other round, she would want that payment before leaving court. That's a fact. Rough Dog 21 says, it just messes up your credit. People with cash don't give a fuck. Wait, so if you sue somebody and you lose, it's just something that's on your credit, you don't gotta pay them, then why would anybody pay it? I'm not paying that shit. I'm not paying it if I don't have to. Well, that's just stupid. If that's the only thing that I face is a negative credit report, my negative credit was bad before we got to court. I'm not even going to court if the only thing that you can do is put it on my credit. What? Bye. Was today years old when I found that out. I don't have to pay it. You're just gonna put it on my credit. Nigga, fuck that credit. You mean to tell me either I give you $15 million or you put it on my credit? Oh wait, Jay Morris said, and if it's a court order and you don't pay, you will get put in jail. Okay, no, that's different. All right. You should have just led with that. If there's anything that got to do with the J word, oh no, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay that $15 million. Fuck that. I thought it was just one on my credit. But is this court ordered? Is the court gonna? I would think that if you go to court and you lose, the court would order everyone who lost to pay. So by that rationale, then it should be a crime if everybody. I don't know. But shout out to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Glad that shit is over. Hold on. Renika says they can't garnish your rage or freeze your account. I want my due coins. This trial was embarrassing. Jay Moore said a lot of niggas in jail for child support. That sucks. Jess Humbeline said no, it becomes a lien, meaning all your income and property are in jeopardy. Fuck that. I'm moving the money. You're going to have to find the money. He says, "Dope, stop running from the IRS." I don't run from them people. I pay them. I learned my lesson because nigga, they'll go in your account and take it. I'll never forget. Back in the day, I looked at my account. I was just like, "Wait, I'm missing a lot of money. Would you just go take it?" You don't run from the IRS. It's three people you can't run from: the I, the R, or the S, and the F, the B, and the I. Apparently. All right, what else we got? I wanted to talk about this. Actually, wait, I'll get to that in a second. Okay. I didn't even watch this, so we're going to watch this for the first time together. Okay. We're going to watch this together, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and end this on Instagram. If you guys want to watch the rest of this, go over to YouTube. I'm Doughboy TV. I'm hopping off of here. Okay, bye. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Let me share the screen. Now we're going to watch this together. No. There was 14 people over here. All right, here we go. We're going to watch this together. All right, here we go. Minute 47 seconds.
Get your pepper spray back in your bag. I'm not ready. Back the fuck up. Back up. I went everything in my pocket. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, bro. You fucking wasting me. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I'm best I can. I'm like, I'm not. I got money all day. I got money all day. I have money all fucking day. I'm not getting tased. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, bro. Ain't no turn off phone, bro. I got real people coming out of the block, bro, that really is shutting the folks down. You don't know you fucking with. You don't know you fucking with. Hey, yo, you know who I am, right? Designer. Jada. Yeah. Let the world know. I'm over 20 million around the world, bro. This is anything, bro. You fucking with the wrong way. I'm letting you know. This is the fucking ready to get over. I'm letting you know.
All right. Okay. Let's read this all together, guys. Shall we? Designer had a not so friendly exchange with the cops after getting pulled over, leading to a shouting match while things got sorted out. The whole thing went down Wednesday in LA after law enforcement sources tell us the Panda rapper was pulled over for driving without license plate and tinted windows. We're told Designer got out of his car and approached the motor cop who pulled him over. Video from the encounter is intense. The officer has his pepper spray pulled, which sets Designer off, letting the cop know he doesn't pose a threat and there's no reason for force to be used. He also calls the officer a racist bitch. The verbal back and forth continues, and it sounds like the officer claims he could take the vehicle. But Designer isn't fazed, shouting, I got money all effing day. Designer then notices a bystander filming the interaction, asking the guy, you know who I am, right? Designer, Panda, seemingly making a further point to the officer that he's a big deal and shouldn't be messed with. Our law enforcement sources say eventually backup arrived and the additional officer spoke to Designer, diffusing the situation. Designer signed his ticket and everyone left without a further issue. Okay. I hadn't seen that. We just watched that video together. That was Designer for real. Okay. That was Designer for real. Let's unpack that a couple of different ways. All right. For one, glad nothing further happened. Okay. But this is glad nothing further happened. Glad nobody was hurt. Glad that everybody was able to go home, all things intact. Cool. Never really here to take the side of polices, but I am always objective and I'm always just on the side of what I feel is right. And I feel like I feel like Designer was wilding. I feel like you don't need to talk to law enforcement like that. I don't feel like you got to kiss nobody's ass or, you know what I'm saying, or tuck your hat and just put your head down and not be able to look people in the eye. But you calling people a bitch. This is the thing. You got pulled over for no plates and tinted windows. So you were in the wrong. So to get off, and so from when it picks up and you're sitting there with your phone, and I get it because you know you as a black man you can't feel like your safety is in danger whenever you're in a situation with the police. So I get that. You pull out your phone, all right, I get it. But then you call motherfucker a racist bitch and you don't know who I am. And then it goes to the I'm Panda. You don't know who I am. Nigga, we don't, first of all, sir. First off, nobody knew you were Panda, nigga. I am a nigga that listens to hip hop and likes the record Panda, likes the Timmy Turner record you did. Nigga, I didn't know that was you. And I'm looking at it like, TMZ had not have put it there. You know what I mean? I would not have known that it was you. But it feels dangerous. It feels like it could have been left fast. I feel like we're in a space where everybody's on edge. And I just don't like then when you're just sitting there like, I'm designer, I have millions of dollars. What does that have to do with the plates and the tinted windows? And I think, you know, people are getting sick of people thinking just because they have money or they have some level of acclaim that means that they can do whatever the hell they want. And life don't work like that. You know, soon enough, you'll be thinking that you can go on Oscar stages and slap people. You can't. So, yes, that was a dangerous thing. Yes, it could have ended badly. I'm glad that it didn't. I think there might be something going on with designer because unless there's a part of the video that we're not seeing that just would show us a clue into why he got upset, didn't seem like, you know, and I get it, cops be doing too much. You probably sitting there like, nigga, why you got 4 cops here? But at the same time, nigga, if you yelling at police like that and calling them a racist bitch and telling them to back up and you keep lifting your shirt up like, nigga, that's, you know, so nah, man. And with, you know, and my biggest thing is like, you know, we always are quick to shit on cops when they make mistakes, as we should, especially when it, you know, comes, you know, at the expense of people being harmed or even worse. You see what I'm saying? But we still got to call out people. Like, it's a stressful job to be a cop too. And I feel like it ain't right. Just like, I don't feel like they're just your fucking verbal punching bag. You don't just get to talk to them. And I get fucking anxiety when I see people yelling at people at fucking fast food restaurants. Show people common courtesy, man. Show people common courtesy. That's not how you talk to no damn cop. Nigga really has a gun. Of all the professions that you can talk to crazy, you might not want to talk to the people that got guns crazy. Not saying that they should be able to just walk around like they got the freedom to pop something, but I didn't like it. And it seems like something's going on with designer for him to be doing that. For him to be doing that, I believe it happened in LA too. Let me just confirm that. Because I don't want to say it said that it looked like LA. Yeah, it went down in LA. I know where that gas station's at. Wow, especially in LA, like, nigga, you don't want to be doing that. Like, there's, you know. $79B says, unfortunately, they do have the freedom to pop something. They do. And I'm not saying that we should all have to walk around and kiss cops' asses. I'm just saying maybe you shouldn't be calling them bitches and racist, and especially if you just got pulled over. Nigga, you got pulled over. Like you said, you got millions of dollars. Pay a little pussy ass ticket. Like, it don't need to be all that. Side note, I'm hungry. My appetite has been something foolish lately. I want to talk about something a little bit serious before we wrap up and get up out of here. You know, and I don't always like, you know, I've been being better about not always talking about too much personal shit, but this is personal, but I feel okay with talking about it because I feel like there might be some people who can relate. So first off, rest in peace to all the children that were killed in Texas week and a half ago. Terrible story. And even just as a parent, it's hard to even you know, it's hard to even think about that. Just as a parent, just to even process, because when you hear about things and then you try to put yourself in a certain situation, I could not imagine. So that's just the first thing, you know. But yesterday, you know, so even when it happened, you know, because like everybody knows, I have a 16-year-old daughter named Kiara. Shout out to my baby girl. She'll be 17 later this year. But she's still my baby. And even when it happened, because me and my daughter have a pretty dope relationship. We talk about everything. Like, I you know, and I knew she kind of wanted to talk about it because, you know, we had, like when I picked her up from school, I was learning about it, I was like, oh shit. She was like, yeah, I just heard about that. That's scary. So I had meant to talk to her about it that day, but I just wanted to formulate my thoughts a little bit better. Because I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up, I think when I was growing up, schools wasn't getting shot. I think Columbine had happened maybe 97, 98. This is right around the time I'm graduating. So we didn't know, like, you would hear about niggas bringing a gun to school, but you would never like see nobody get shot or so. A lot of times, like even like with social media, like a lot of stuff that I be parenting on, I can't look back to my childhood and be like, oh, well, what did I do in that situation? We didn't have social media. Twitter wasn't around when I was a kid. Facebook wasn't around when I was a kid. Instagram, Snapchat, none of these things. School shootings weren't a thing. So whatever. So all of those things being said, I was filming something yesterday, and then I call my daughter when I get off, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? You need me to come get you, or how you want to do this?" Because I was coming from where I was shooting at, and she was like, "Oh, I'm probably gonna ride with my friend." She was like, "Oh, somebody got shot at my school," and I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, it was, she kind of like started going into the details about it happened in front of their school, whatever. They had the kids locked down." I'm like, "Why wouldn't you call me about something like this? Like, why would you text me?" She was like, "Well, Dad, I knew you were working. I didn't want you to worry, da 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 da." So first off, it just bothered me a lot that didn't freak her out more than it did. Like the fact that she's 16, somebody got shot at her school, like, and the fact that she wasn't just, it's like, it's normal. I don't want to say it's normal to her, but she's seen enough in her life. Like it wasn't the craziest thing that could have happened. And so, it just really kind of put me in a situation just like, man, like, where are we at? Like, you know what I'm saying? In the world, to where it's like, I don't even know, we talked about it, more. And it's just like, as a parent, it's just so scary because it's like, those are our kids, man. And it's like, when, you teach your kid when you're raising them, like, you don't run with the wrong crowds, and you do the right thing, and you stay out of, out of situations where you might get hurt or harmed. But this is school where they're supposed to go to figure out life, and they have to worry about people coming. I just don't. She clearly ain't going to school today. I was like, nigga, I don't even want to send you back for the rest of the year, and I might not. And I'm gonna call the school today and be like, listen, and I don't think I'm gonna get any kickback. But as a father, it's just so scary, man. And I don't know how you other parents, deal with it, especially if you got younger kids. Kiara's a little older, so she's at least I feel like I can talk to her. I can say, hey, I can have a viable conversation with her about, hey, if XYZ happens, this would be what I would want you to do, or if this, or the third. You know what I mean? But so as if you have a kid like in elementary, it's not like, what do you really do? Like, what I'm saying? Not much. But it just really kind of made me sad yesterday. Like, damn, man, like this is really where our world. It's like, yeah, like Colin Oates just said, is there any real safe place in America? Like somebody just said, like they just shot up Jada just said they had somebody shooting at a hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, people shoot up churches. Now they're attacking comedians. It's just how did we get here? How did we get here? And how do we change this? Because this is just, and like I said, I know you guys come here for the fun stuff. So I just want to touch on this briefly, but I just wanted to kind of just even say that even to the parents, like how y'all get through that? Like, because we're learning a lot of this stuff and how to parent our kids and certain different shit in real time. We're not, there's no handbook or manual for this. East Short Stack says shootings are everywhere. Yeah. Shootings in churches, movies, school, grocery stores, hospital. America is slowly turning into a war zone. It is. And it's sad. And now it's just like what do you do when you're scared to drop your kid off at school? When you literally like, so okay, didn't want to get too deep into the weeds with that, but yeah, that was a conversation. So I have with my daughter. So all the parents, man, just talk to your kids because just like you might be, just think if you confused about some shit, just think what the fuck they going through. They kids. Like we're adults, we can process information. We're problem solvers. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like I'll be sitting here like. So if I'm genuinely confused and at a loss for words, what the hell is my 16-year-old? And so I gotta be there and know something and say something. Colorado said, and it's sad because instead of finding a solution, we all just say, damn, now I need to get a gun and protect myself. And then that just makes the problem worse. Let's say that the fatalities and road rage instances are just skyrocketing because I don't want to be I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but I don't want to live in a society where I got to keep a gun in my car just to drive around the city I live in. Why? Like to go get some milk, I got to have hollow tips for milk? Renika said, we all need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves as best we can. It's a lot to consume. Absolutely. So I think that's the thing that I'm saying overall is, you know what I mean? Just take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health. Try not to take any of this shit too seriously. None of this shit's to be taken too serious. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. But yeah, that's just what, when it was just like, damn, like, how do I even have this conversation with my kid about this? How do you even have that conversation? That was the first time it wasn't the first time, but it was like one of the few times I've been genuinely perplexed. Like, what do I say to this kid? How do I make her feel safe? That's my job, to make my kid feel safe. Make her feel safe, make her feel protected. How do I make her feel like everything's gonna be okay? I drop her off at school, I can't be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all right. I just want to talk about that briefly. We only got about 15 minutes left. What's everybody's Thursday looking like? Damn, nigga, we are in June. Father's Day, hey. Father's Day, hey. Y'all can definitely cash app your boy something for Father's Day. Don't feel no pressure. But if you want to, I ain't gonna tell you no. Father's Day is this month. Got a couple of little shows. I got a show this Sunday, Long Beach Laugh Factory with Charlie Newhart, Tangerine, the Fake Tyree. There's a couple other people on the card that I'm forgetting, but I will be hosting, so please come out. E Short Stack says, on the silly note, I went to get a gun license as soon as I found out I was having a daughter so I could do the Bad Boys 2 scene. Hilarious. Lita said, it's 16 days to your birthday. Hey, turn up. For Father's Day, I just want to be left the F alone, just me and the fishing pole. What do I want for Father's Day? Some smothered pork chops. I need to stop eating. Let's have that conversation. Gain some weight. I don't like it. Literally at the point now where I got like 2 pair of pants that fit. 2 to 3. So now it's like either I'm going to be wearing sweats, because I got a couple pair of sweats, or I officially got decisions to make in June. Either nigga, lose 12 to 15 pounds just to get started and start going in the right direction, or buy bigger clothes. That's where we're at. This is the thing I be thinking about fitness too. We gotta learn how to shut up about shit, right? Because we know what the hell to do. The crazy shit about fitness is we all act like it's some really, really big secret. No. Stop eating bad. Like, just like I said, like, I want smothered pork. Like, I know what that shit be doing when it gets in my body. But nigga, I think, this is what I think. I think I've been living a sedentary lifestyle. I'll be sitting around. At least back when I was working for All Def, like at least they used to have the fucking. We used to work at All Def. We was downtown LA, but they put the fucking the parking garage. It was like damn near like a mile away. So you was walking 2 miles, you know, the beginning and the end of your shift, and we would always walk to go to lunch. So I was always kind of moving and shaking a little bit. Then even after that, like I was on tour and stuff, like I was always up on a plane, walking around, doing all this stuff. Last couple of years, I've just been in the house. So, yeah. Baker John says, I feel you, though. I work in the kitchen and they encourage us to eat their pizza and chicken all day. I'm telling you. Renika said, discipline. I don't know. I like to eat too much to call it a discipline thing. I think that I am just going to have to start cooking more, find healthier alternatives for the food that I like, and make working out a part of my everyday life. Because really working out, I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even realize how true it was until I really realized it. I get depressed if I go more than 2 days without working out. I had heard Tyson Fury say that in an interview, and he's somebody that, you know, suffers from bipolar as well. And I was like, I need to, you know, try. So I think I had just, you know, went for like 2 weeks and I was working out like every day, if not every other day. And I felt a shift in my mental health. Lita says, is it the smoking and the munchies? Not necessarily. Like, I'm hungry as hell right now, and it's just the morning. Like, my stomach was just like, hey, nigga. Fact, though. So, no, I just be hungry. But I ain't gonna lie, when I do smoke, I do want to melt peanut butter in a cup and dip toast in it. This isn't a lie. I'm not ashamed. Renika said, I know I need to create a workout rhythm so I can stick to it. I think it's just all about doing the things that you like. When I was boxing, like I was never missing workouts. So I like to box. I like to hit people. Like, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Jay said, come to VA and just stand outside in the shade and you'll drop 25 pounds. I ain't trying to sweat that shit, Nick. Hit that like button before y'all get up out of here. Matter of fact, let me, this little shoulder. Hold on a second. Let me see how many likes we got before we get the hell up out of here. $59 likes. Okay. I mean, y'all can give me the 65 before we get out of here. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, let me see. Was there anything else? Okay. Yeah, I think we got everything that we need. Tia says it's absolutely too hot for sweatpants. Yes, it is. But it's also too hot to wear pants that are too small. Lita says, I wake up at 4 a.m. every day to pray and work out. It wasn't easy, but after a while, it's a habit now. Like me doing this show has been helping me get up earlier and get to work. But see, now the challenge becomes not getting in that bed, because that bed, you know, the bed just sent me a text message like, get back in here, player. You know what I mean? Just Incredible said, I was almost 300 pounds. I'm 195, and all I did was stop drinking fluids with added sugar. If you add apple cider vinegar, it will help speed the process. Really? All right, I'm going to stop that today. We're going to see. All right, I got a goal for this month. 20 pounds. Because I think I'm about 320. I'm going to weigh myself today. I think I'm going to vlog, too. Let me ask y'all this. If I vlog, will y'all fuck with it? If I vlog, will y'all fuck with it? Becca John said, you loved me on Dad Jokes last week. You know, it's been kind of hard for me to watch myself on All Def lately, just because I be feeling like, damn, like I spend so much time off. I be like, are my jokes hitting the same? And just as a performer, you be just like Like even when I be looking at myself on roast me, it's not like I feel like I don't got it no more. I feel like that's the wrong thing to say, but I just feel like I haven't had those big moments that I be looking for. Maybe I'm a little too tight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I haven't been watching myself on none of that stuff. And plus, you know, I'm in a rough phase of my hair. I don't like looking at myself like this either, y'all. But I have to do it because I want Pop Smoke braids. All right, Rev Dog 21 said vlog would be dope. Okay. E-Short Stack says, yeah, because it's you, but in general, I don't really watch vlogs. That's why you got to watch these. Just maybe 1 or 2 a week. I don't want to like commit to doing this shit every day. But, you know, I got to find out different ways to put up more content. Yeah, Hold on, why is this like this? Oh, okay. So yeah. Vlogs. I think I want to start back doing movie reviews because my reviews just be ridiculous. Reaction videos. We just gonna turn this content up. I mean, it's just more and more Doughboy. And then once I officially start a Patreon, then I'll give, you know, the donation, all the stuff early. And I wouldn't want nothing crazy. I probably would just do 1 level of tiers for my Patreon. Just do like $5 little thing. Rev Dog 21 said, I'm not passionate about All Def anymore. My goals and ambitions are big now. I don't want to say I'm not passionate about it. It's just, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, you know, I've really been with All Def and with content in some form or fashion for about a decade now. I kind of started working with them, I want to say like 2013, 2012-ish. So, because I was with them before everybody else was. Like me and Teddy had Teddy and Doughboy blowing up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Tessa said Doughboy versus Teddy is the best show ever. We appreciate that. The kissing episode was hilarious. Thank you. That was a real show. We was really out here kissing. Well, the chicks. Becca Josh says your personality is what makes the video watchable. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dilute the ACV water in 2 tables of ACV. What's ACV? Lemon? Oh, apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I gotta figure out something because nigga, I can't just keep getting up and like I had 2 ribs for breakfast yesterday. I was just like, what are you doing? Am I gonna drop any new music soon? You know what? I have not been passionate about writing music lately, but I need to. All right, so let's get to these positive affirmations for the day. All right, let's get into it. Positive affirmations for today. The word of today is consistency over intensity. Consistency over intensity. What do you mean, Doughboy? You will get a lot farther being consistent than you will for being intense. Think of it like a workout. People who want to start working out, as soon as you get to the gym, you want to run 3 miles the first day you're there. You want to do push-ups. You want to do sit-ups. You want to do all the shit. Then you leave, and your body feel like it broke itself. You understand? That was 1 day working out. Now you can't work out for 3-4 days because your body hurts so much. You want to eat. You want to do some other shit. Now you just fucked everything up. To whereas if you just say, hey, well, I'm going to try to go to the gym 3 times this week. And each time I go, I want to do a mile. You know what I'm saying? Just breaking it down. You got to be consistent over whatever you do. You have to. You have to be consistent at it. It's just you being intense about it, you're just going to lose your breath fast. You're going to burn out quick. Consistency, marathon, don't sprint. In everything that you do in life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, don't just be fucking dope on Valentine's Day to your old lady. Nigga, be dope to her every day of the year. Consistent behavior. Consistency over intensity. That is the good word for today. Like if you could just make a goal for just, you know, like somebody just said, they stopped drinking soda and anything that had anything added into it. So I look at that and just said, okay, I'm gonna try to do that for this month. Consistency. So I'm not gonna try to drink no soda, no whatever for 30 days. Consistent. I just want to be consistent in that for 30 days and see what happens. That doesn't mean I want to go one day and not drink no soda and not eat no fucking food and just eat air sandwiches. No. Consistency. All right. Kai said, got to get back into the music. Watching you freestyle random words is some of the most fun live I've had in a while. I got some good news about Raise the Bar. I'll talk to you about that soon. No Diet Coke for 30 days. Listen, man, what are y'all trying to kill me in here? We'll see what I can do. What's keeping me off Squadcast? Chase Dub just asked me that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a part of the Roast This podcast, so I don't, I know that I'm back and I'm doing content with it. I don't want to, niggas get tired of you quick. I don't want to be in everything. Well, I don't want to say I don't want to be in everything, but I'm cool over there with the roast, with the roast me shit, the Roast This podcast. Like, it's all good. So, yes, we made it through another episode of 755. I appreciate you all. It's Thursday. It's weekend eve. And get through the day. You made it to Thursday. Finish your week strong. Be consistent and keep it lit. This has been great. This has been a great episode. We had we had up to 100 people in here at one time. I don't think y'all understand what that means to me because this is something I'm building by myself. I don't have no other help to help me. I just got to get up and do it every single day. But I do it for y'all, and I appreciate y'all. And thank you for rocking with y'all. I got you, Jay. I'm gonna hit you up. But yeah, the Raise the Bar. I changed the name to Raise the Bar. I don't want to give out too many details, but it's getting packaged up. It's gonna be on a bigger platform. So tune in. But let me get up out of here. Let me start my day. I love you all. Tell somebody you love them. Drink some water. If you're hearing my voice and seeing my face, you're already 2 steps ahead of the game. So go out and win that mofo. Okay? This is Dope Boy. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.